You may recall in years past, the city manager's office on occasion has taken liberty of giving out project leader or project manager of the year awards to recognize some of the outstanding accomplishments of staff. Taking a slightly different path this year in recognizing our strategic pillars and that program that we have put together since January, it's my intent to recognize outstanding accomplishments that speak to achievement within those specific 6 strategic pillars. Again, those pillars are quality of life, infrastructure, community safety, responsible government, environmental stewardship, and economic sustainability. We have dubbed these Excellence in Action Awards, and they don't go necessarily to an individual, but they speak to an initiative or a project or something within our community that speaks to those pillars. So I'd like to give out one of those in each category this evening and ask these folks to come forward, and I'll tell you a little bit about what they did. If I could have Tanya Ayers, Hunter Hart, Brian Wells, Jamie Brown, Joe Sia, Sonny Emery, and David Brannon come forward if they're available. This group is being recognized and MJ has your plaque for you. This plaque will actually go into the Winter Haven Police Department or Code Compliance once they have their permanent offices or safe neighborhoods. This group is being recognized for the Lake Elbert Park Drive Safe Neighborhood Initiative. About this time a year ago, we were dealing with a particularly sensitive issue involving a poorly managed homestead in that area that was creating significant problems for the overall community. Through the help of the fire department, our safe neighborhoods department, the building division, and police, and many, many others, they were able to ultimately work through that. The city acquired that property, was able to do a relocation for the resident that was there, and have made that a much safer and higher quality of life for that neighborhood. So thank you to this group for their work on quality of life. Next, I will ask Steve Reiner and Mark Bombard and Gary Hubbard from the Winter Haven Water Department to come forward. These individuals are being recognized for their involvement in an infrastructure program called the Master Reuse Force Main Interconnect. Nothing sounds sexier than Master Reuse Force Main Interconnect. But this is a significant project for Winter Haven in that it ties together 2 of our wastewater treatment plants that produce reuse water, which is an alternative to putting potable water on lawns and other irrigation purposes. This is a significant project. It creates redundancy and resiliency within our system and has been a very valuable project to the city overall. I'd like to call forward Troy Heidel, Esteban Suarez, Bobby Kahn, Jose Vega, and Hip Win, if they are all here. I see a couple of them. Okay. So this is in the area of community safety, and so often when we think about community safety, we're all about police and fire and those types of things, but no place is safety more important in our air than at our Winter Haven Airport and on the ground on the securing that facility. So these gentlemen, along with their team, have worked to modernize the entire security system for our airport tenants and users with badge ID, gate controls, and protocols in place that bring us into the 21st century and beyond. It has made our airport a shining star in terms of airport safety for those gaining access. So congratulations on our Airport Safety Enhancement Project. In the area of environmental sustainability, Savannah Winstanley and Dustin Everett, if they are here. You have seen a lot of discussion on this as of late, but this is with respect to our urban forestry master planning efforts. Savannah and Dustin and many others have been very much involved in this. Savannah has been a true champion for the trees. She is the Lorax of Winter Haven, and she has, I think, Mayor, she is taking you up on, what was it, 300,000, a million trees? Was it 300,000 trees? I can't remember now. It's a lot of trees.
Yeah.
But she's going to make that happen. Our urban forest is so important to us in terms of not just the quality of life for our community, but it's an economic pillar for us. It's also a very significant part of our environmental stewardship, and we are doing great things in that area with urban forestry thanks to these individuals. In the area of economic sustainability, I'd like to call forward Andy Palmer, Angie Hibbard, Mike Campbell, and Steve Pruitt. These are just some of the people that were involved with the substantial completion of Joyce B. Davis Park and the Sidewalk Cafe project. A lot of people look at those projects and think, well, this must be a quality of life initiative, but in reality, the Sidewalk Cafe and truly even Joyce B. Davis Park project are all about economic impact within the downtown community and create additional opportunities for our restaurant businesses and others downtown to have additional footprints to serve more customers. This is an outcropping of the COVID era, 2020, when we could only eat outside, but that project achieved substantial completion just this month and is going to be very impactful long term. And the last one this evening is in the area of responsible government, and I'll ask Katrina Hill and Alan Weeks to come forward. This is with respect to our strategic performance management. Everything we do going forward since January of 2023 has been centered around the strategic pillars that we've been discussing during this presentation. Katrina and Alan, along with the help of all the department directors and those that work on budget, were instrumental in creating performance measurement in metric areas to align what we are putting out in terms of outputs with our programs and our projects, and the inputs in terms of budget and other resources to align with our strategic pillars. And that is part of our dashboards that we'll be rolling out in 2024, and something we're extremely proud of. So in the case of all those plaques that were given out, those will reside within the overseeing departments, and their goal should be going forward to have one in every color so they've achieved each one of those strategic pillars. Congratulations to everybody.